You got to get around some people that are going to push you. If you don't like this interview right now, then I'm your guy. You can't like your coach. Okay, I'm not a therapist. You need somebody that will bump you. You need somebody that'll push you up. And I felt like a punk, dude. Like I felt like, oh, I'm a businessman. I walked into a meeting with Goldman Sachs with a billionaire. At that time, I was probably worth, I don't know, 80 million bucks. Dude, they didn't pay attention to me. I was not even there, okay? I could have walked in with a heart on and no pants. They wouldn't even have recognized that I was there. I was no one. And that was like, when I walked into the Goldman Sachs building and I saw their elevators, one elevator was bigger than my office. I was like, what the f have I been thinking, man? Okay. Now at that time I owned a bunch of real estate, but I refused to manage other people's money. All these people, all these little players, my accountant, my lawyer said, don't manage other people's money. Don't take other people's money. Don't let other people invest with you. It's a problem. Leave other people's money alone, man. Don't get too big. All these other people. Then I walk in the Goldman Sachs building and I'm like, how'd they build this place? They raised other people's money. They had people working in that building that made more money working for Goldman Sachs than I made working for myself. I'm like, what the f have I been thinking? You know, Blackstone this week, I think it was last week actually now, they raised $20 billion in 72 hours. I want to be a real player. If you want to be a real player, you cannot get advice from little players. You can't be a whale and act like krill. Yeah, you can show off like a little clownfish, but you got to remember you can't leave the anemone because somebody's going to eat your ass up. Bro, you got to change the questions you're asking yourself. If you start in sales, okay, good. Get great at sales, but at some point you got to start asking questions about business, not sales, and not get comfortable in any one lane. That means you're always taking new risk. Like I'm having to take new risk all the time. I'm having to reach out and meet new people. I'm having to be in new interviews, ask new questions.
How do you filter out? How did you know this is bad advice versus this is good advice? I should listen to this person. I should ignore what this other person's telling me.
I'm careful about who I study. And then when I find somebody, I'm like, okay, I like this person.